Born and raised in the Hill District of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He first played the ukulele in a corner drugstore, for which he was paid a few dollars. A former child prodigy, he first came to prominence in the 1960s. You probably know him for his biggest hits such as Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You, which was later covered by Glenn Medeiros. The Greatest Love of All, later covered by Whitney Houston, This Masquerade, Breezin, Give Me the Night, among others. This video will take you through the life and career of the one and only George Benson. George Washington Benson is an American guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He began his professional career at the age of 19 as a jazz guitarist. He is a talented musician known for his smooth jazz and soulful guitar playing. He has had a successful career with hits such as Give Me the Night and On Broadway. Benson's music has crossed over into various genres, including jazz, R&B, and pop, and has received numerous accolades for his contributions to the music industry, receiving widespread recognition for his exceptional guitar skills and soulful voice. His album Breezin was certified triple platinum, hitting #1 on the Billboard album chart in 1976. His concerts were well attended through the 1980s, and he still has a large following. Benson has had 36 studio albums over the course of his career between 1964 and 2013 that has enabled him to earn a net worth of $5 million. He has been a resident of Englewood, New Jersey. His talent and hard work have been rewarded by a series of honors and awards, including 10 Grammy Awards for Record of the Year for This Masquerade, Best Pop Instrumental Performance, Best Male R&B Vocal Performance, Best Traditional R&B Performance, Best R&B Instrumental Performance, NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Jazz Album for Inspiration, a tribute to Nat King Cole, Raymond Weil International Award, induction into the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, Jazz Hall of Fame, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In 1990, Benson was awarded an honorary doctorate of music from the Berklee College of Music. In 2009, he was recognized by the National Endowment of the Arts as a Jazz Master, the United States' highest honor in jazz. George Benson was born on March 22, 1943 to Irma Benson and Charles Evans. He was born out of wedlock, and his father married another woman while serving in World War II. His mother had only just turned 15 when she gave birth to George. His mother later married Thomas Lee Collier, who taught him how to play the guitar. At age 8, he played guitar in an unlicensed nightclub on Friday and Saturday nights, but the police soon closed the club down. One of his early supporters who played in similar clubs were among Dionne Warwick and Nina Simone, as stated in an interview. At age 9, he started to record. He released She Makes Me Mad, backed with It Should Have Been Me with RCA Victor in New York, released under the name Little Georgie, although the label is printed with the name George Benson. The single was produced by Leroy Kirkland for RCA's rhythm and blues label, Groove Records. Benson attended and graduated from Schenley High School. As a youth, he learned how to play straight-ahead instrumental jazz during a relationship, performing for several years with organist Jack McDuff. One of his many early guitar heroes was country jazz guitarist Hank Garland. Personal life. Benson has been married to Johnny Lee since 1965 and has 7 children: Robert, Marcus, Christopher, Stephen, George Jr., and Johnny Jr. He also had a son named Keith Givens from his previous marriage to Betty Jane Givens. The marriage only lasted a year, and tragically Keith was killed in 1991. He is known for valuing his family and has often spoken about the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance. He is 80 years old as of 2023. He describes his music as focusing more on love and romance due to his commitment to his family and religious practices, with Benson being one of Jehovah's Witnesses. He released his memoir in 2014 titled Benson. Career. At the age of 21, he recorded his first album, The New Boss Guitar, featuring McDuff. Benson's next recording was It's Uptown with the George Benson Quartet, including Lonnie Smith on organ and Ronnie Cuber on baritone saxophone. He followed it up with the George Benson Cookbook with Lonnie Smith, Ronnie Cuber, and drummer Marion Booker. Miles Davis employed Benson in the mid-1960s, featuring his guitar on Paraphernalia on his 1968 Columbia release, Miles in the Sky, before Benson went to Verve Records. He then signed with Creed Taylor's jazz label CTI Records, where he recorded several albums with jazz heavyweights guesting to some success, mainly in the jazz field. His 1974 release, Bad Benson, climbed to the top spot in the Billboard Jazz chart, while the follow-ups, Good King Bad, reached number 51 pop album, and Benson and Farrell, with Joe Farrell, both reached the jazz top 3 sellers. Benson also did a version of Beatles' 1969 album Abbey Road called The Other Side of Abbey Road, also released in 1969, and a version of White Rabbit, originally written and recorded by San Francisco rock group Great Society, and made famous by Jefferson Airplane. Benson played on numerous sessions for other CTI artists during this time, including Freddie Hubbard and Stanley Turrentine, notably on the latter's acclaimed album Sugar. By the mid to late 1970s, as he recorded for Warner Brothers Records, a whole new audience began to discover Benson. On 1976 record Breezin, Benson sang a lead vocal on the track This Masquerade, a song written by Leon Russell. Benson's version became a huge pop hit and won a Grammy Award for Record of the Year. He had sung vocals infrequently on albums earlier in his career, notably his rendition of Here Comes the Sun on the Other Side of Abbey Road album. The rest of the album is instrumental, including his rendition of the 1975 Jose Feliciano composition Affirmation. In 1976, Benson toured with soul singer Minnie Riperton, who had been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer earlier that year and, in addition, appeared as a guitarist and backup vocalist on Stevie Wonder's song Another Star, from Wonder's album Songs in the Key of Life. He also recorded the original version of The Greatest Love of All for the 1977 Muhammad Ali biopic The Greatest, which was later covered by Whitney Houston. During this time, Benson recorded with the German conductor Klaus Ogerman. The live take of On Broadway, recorded a few months later from the 1978 release Weekend in LA, also won a Grammy. He has worked with Freddie Hubbard on a number of his albums throughout the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s. The Quest record label, a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, run by Quincy Jones, released Benson's breakthrough pop album Give Me the Night, produced by Jones. Benson made it into the pop and R&B top 10 with the song Give Me the Night. He had many hit singles such as Love All the Hurt Away, Turn Your Love Around, Inside Love, Lady Love Me, Nothing Is Gonna Change My Love for You, Shiver, Kisses in the Moonlight. More importantly, Quincy Jones encouraged Benson to search his roots for further vocal inspiration, and he rediscovered his love for Nat King Cole, Ray Charles, and Donny Hathaway in the process, influencing a string of further vocal albums into the 1990s. Despite returning to his jazz and guitar playing most recently, this theme was reflected again much later in Benson's 2000 release Absolute Benson, featuring a cover of one of Hathaway's most notable songs, The Ghetto. Benson accumulated 3 other platinum LPs and 2 gold albums. He performed at the 49th issue of the Ohrid Summer Festival in North Macedonia on July 25, 2009. And his tribute show to Nat King Cole, an unforgettable tribute to Nat King Cole, as part of the Istanbul International Jazz Festival in Turkey on July 27. In the fall of 2009, Benson finished recording an album entitled Songs and Stories with Marcus Miller, producer John Burke, and session musicians David Page and Steve Lukather. As a part of the promotion for his album Songs and Stories, Benson has appeared or performed on the Tavis Smiley Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. He performed at the Java Jazz Festival March 2011 and released the album Guitar Man, revisiting his 1970s guitar-playing roots with a 12-song collection of covers of both jazz and pop standards produced by John Burke. In June 2013, Benson released his 4th album for Concord, Inspiration, a tribute to Nat King Cole, which included Wynton Marsalis, Idina Menzel, Till Bronner, and Judith Hill. In September, he returned to perform at Rock in Rio Festival in Rio de Janeiro, 35 years after his first performance at this festival, which was then the inaugural one. In July 2016, Benson participated as a mentor in the Sky Arts program Guitar Star in the search for the UK and Republic of Ireland's most talented guitarist. In May 2018, Benson was featured on the Gorillaz single Humility. On July 2018, it was announced that Benson had signed to Mascot Label Group. He stopped touring internationally at the start of 2024 due to ill health, canceling a series of UK concerts that summer. In addition to his musical contributions, Benson has also been involved in philanthropy and music education initiatives. Through his enduring career, he has left an indelible mark on the music industry and continues to inspire both fans and fellow musicians. Thank you for watching. Click on the bell notification and subscribe for more content like this.